Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar with a fast update and an alert on Google, who came out after hours with their earnings, announced a 20-for-1 stock split. 20-for-1 stock split. Stock right now is up 284 points. 284 points. Now, Google is definitely one of my core positions. I know a lot of people bought Google recently. We were waiting for a split on this. They announced the split. It's up, and I want to talk about the future of Google here and what it's going to do going forward. Now, it's right under 3,000. 3,000 is a major level. Now, I want to show you a couple of things on the chart. Bear with me. This move in Google, and I want to put down Google L, which is the A Class A shares, has pushed us up. Here's the after hours pop and then the grind up. Now, after hours trading on stocks goes till 8 o'clock, so there's still plenty of time left on this. And you might want to even actually get on your machines and actually buy a little Google, because what I'm going to show you here, I think we have a lot more upside to go. Here's the daily. This is taken in consideration after hours trading, and it has us up to the breakout zone. Now, a breakout on Google should continue this thing really break. A breakout is something totally bullish on a stock like this. We had a breakout today on UPS, and the UPS started out this morning. If you look at UPS, we had some earnings. We got up to the breakout point, which was right around that 220 level, and we waited until the market opened up. And there's some reasons, lots of times, the reason that doesn't pop until the market opens. Lots of times there's not many people trading pre-market. They don't have the opportunity to trade pre-market. For whatever reason, they do not trade pre-market, and they're waiting to get in. And this is the ones that are holding great strength pre-market. You could trade these stocks from 4 o'clock in the morning if you have the right broker. And lots of times that's the time to be in them. But in a stock that's holding great strength into the pre-market session up to 9:30 or tends to be the ones that pop. This popped another 5% when the market opened up and consolidated and closed on the highs. The fact is, when you break out of a consolidation like this, you tend to get that expansion bar. Now, this went up another 5%. Another 5%. Now, with Google, like I said, I'll put the Google in here right now. This is actually the Google. We have Google regular shares and Google L, which are the voting shares, the Google A class shares. They're priced a little different, but they're very close to both, about the same here. Just the different prices. The breakout here is 30, 20, 39. The Google L shares is right at 3,000. So expecting a pop tomorrow, and how far does this go? If you put a 5% little pop on it, a little further pop on it, it already has a big move right now. A 5% move will bring us up about another 100 to 150 points, which brings us to that 3,100 level. So we could see Google at 3,100. Now, what's even better here, is what I want to point out to you, is let's take an example of what happened on another recent tech stock that announced a split. I already marked this off. This is NVIDIA announced a split, I believe, May 21st. Announced a split, it popped. And for the next month, it moved up another 30%. So I'm just going to eyeball it and give my little measurement tool. It's really on like 34%. I'm just going to say 30%. That's after the announcement of the split. Split happens a couple months later. This is when the split happened right here. It split 4 to 1. Google's going to split 20 to 1. Right, that's a big split for Google. But what I'm trying to say is the run up after the announcement of the split was a 30% move. 30% move. 30%. Here, let's go back to the Google now. Now, if we looked at Google here, if we got a 30% move from here over the next month or so, just if it just mimicked or kind of followed along what great tech stocks do, this could go up close to $900 to $1,000 is 30% of that. Now that's a big move. I mean, that's a huge move. I don't know if we even get that, but let's just say it moves up 10%. You know, maybe we move up 300 points. You know, something towards that effect. You know, that's doable, and I think that's easily the goal that we have to be looking for. And I think you could actually get a 30% move after a breakout here over the next couple months in Google. 30% as people get into Google before the split. That's taking that there's no, you know, alien attack, Russia, COVID-19. 2023, you know, something that overturns the whole apple cart. Technically speaking, this is going to be a great setup for tomorrow. If you're already in it, you're already, you know, sitting pretty. But that's what I'm looking for. Tomorrow, expect a breakout, maybe another 100-point move. I'm just going to call it out here. I'm going to say 3,100 is our target tomorrow. That's a big call, Johnny. I don't know if that's going to happen. But over time, I think we could move up here, 300 to 1,000 points. Before earnings. I know that sounds crazy, but you believe me, when these things, you know, a 20-for-1 split, people, this is how you create wealth. This is wealth creation. You buy stocks, you get the splits, you get more shares, you hold on to it, they move back up, they split again, and the next thing you know, you're a millionaire. So a lot of people are going to want to be in this for the split. They're going to want to be in this to get 20, you know, just we'll see how this thing goes out. Other stocks that are moving after hours, and I made my call on Google, is AMD. Nice pop on AMD. It's going to have the chip stocks moving. NVIDIA's up like a big move here on NVIDIA. Amazon's up almost 33%, up $81. I mean, this is going to lift a lot of tech stocks tomorrow, a lot of tech stocks. Starbucks has reversed off the 94 low. I would watch Starbucks. Two that I would watch, Starbucks. Because of the reversal on Starbucks is telling us that we probably have a runner tomorrow on Starbucks. Just seeing this action on this. And again, this is another one that you want to watch pre-market. So remember, pre-market trading for these stocks open at 4 o'clock in the morning. Not that I'm going to be here at 4 o'clock in the morning. No way. But as we get into the market, when we get into the office and we start looking at some of these pre-market movers, if this is holding strength and maybe banging around that $100 as the market about to open, is about to open at 9:30, look for Starbucks to pop 5 to 10 more points. PayPal got the snot knocked out of it, and so did Square. Square here getting hit down here, 118 on Square, 118. Really just getting beat up pretty bad here, Square. What else? We had AMD, we talked about that. EA, EA came back a little. And I just watched the chips tomorrow. I watched Facebook. Facebook's looking really good. Everything's looking really, really good. And that's all about the Google trade here. Google's the market. We'll see what happens actually tomorrow if the market runs into a different zone at this point, because a lot of people are still looking maybe to sell the rallies. But, we have a couple lines above us. I'd watch for this level above us, about 45.70 to 45.80. This downward 1, 2, 3 pattern, which we broke down through out of. This is the kind of capitulatory move here, and then we kind of bounce back up. So you see where that 50, that blue line is here? Hits right with that trend line. Would be probably looking at that as a big area and a good area. And you can see we came back to that low over there too. If we get up to this level here, this area right here. It's a really important level, the 45.80 level. Brings us down to that downward trend line, that 50-period moving average, that little spike lower on the 10th. A lot of things right here. 45.80 on the cash. Would be taking profits into that level if we get there. Stochastics look still pretty good on the S&P. We break through this trend line. Our next big level is the retracement trend line of the rising channel that we broke down through. We ever get back up there, this is this big blue line you want to watch. We'll see what happens with that. We still have some big earnings coming out. Facebook is tomorrow. There's going to be some other big ones coming down the road. So, and I think that's it. That's what I wanted to get out for you today. It's a 10-minute video. Hopefully you get to look at it. Tonight is movie night here at Day Trading Radio. We're also doing again, I would definitely, I'm definitely excited for tomorrow. And we're in the midst of a week-long webinar, meaning I'm doing a webinar, a live webinar during market hours from 9:30 to 11 each morning. So there's a free trial that you could sign up to get into our room. We use all our tools, get into our chat rooms. There are hundreds of traders that are trading, very active chat room, very experienced traders to help you. Have no questions, a bad question, and we really appreciate newer traders asking these questions so we can help you out. So feel free to head over to Day Trading Radio. I'll put a link on the bottom of this video in the description, but there is also, if you just go to DayTradingRadio.com, you can't miss it. It says webinar, register for free. There's nothing required other than putting in your email, and we send you back a password, or actually you put in what username you want, and we'll send you back an OK email, and you can just sign in and use everything on our site for 10 days. That gives you access to the webinar that goes on every day from 9:30 to 11, and you could actually hang out all day. Tonight is movie night here at Day Trading Radio, celebrating the Lunar New Year. On our platform, we're going to be watching Enter the Dragon. So if you're interested, come on by. We'll see you there, and we'll see you in the markets tomorrow. Congratulations to the Google holders, and congratulations to anybody else out there who needs congratulations. Have a great one. Signing off.